Alright, so I think we're live, hopefully. Let me try and get up in the live stream from my laptop here. Let's see. Alright, looks like we are live. Let me mute the laptop. We are live. Alright, we are good. I think everything's running. Alright, we got a couple people in here already. What's up? What's up? Let's grab this real quick. That's probably not a smart idea to put that there. Whatever. Yo, what's going on, guys? And my dryer just went off. I'm sure you guys probably heard that. Again, I'm keeping the fan on this week just because it gets too hot, so it might distort the audio a little bit. Hopefully some new news. Actually, I don't have any news, unfortunately. Other than any of the videos I made in the past week, I haven't found out anything today, or yesterday even, so nothing really new. Haven't heard much from the company. I still don't have a review sample, unfortunately, and I believe there's only 3 videos out there of actual reviews. I know Metal Jesus has his hands on a copy, but he hasn't uploaded a review yet. I have a feeling he's going to do it either tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning. I think he normally posts maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays. And he always posts in the morning, I think around like 10 a.m. or something like that. At least Eastern time, it's 10 a.m. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any new news. Where did Arcade1Up say Best Buy is getting the deluxe machine? I think somebody asked them on their Facebook or something like that, or Facebook or Twitter, I believe. Someone asked them. You have to like do some digging and look through a whole bunch of comments to find it, but I believe it was either on their Facebook or Twitter. Somebody asked them, and you had to look at the post to see what the response was. Yeah, I was actually trying to get Cool Toy in this live stream. We've been in contact the last week. We're going to do a dual live stream through Google Hangouts, so we could both, have video feeds for you guys. But unfortunately, he's having a big storm where he's at, and he has no internet to be able to live stream right now. But yeah, that was the plan. Cool Toy was supposed to be on the other half of the screen right here. You're supposed to see Cool Toy, so we can do a dual live stream. Hey man, I'm in South Florida. We get storms all the time, but not really like crazy tornado stuff, just like regular everyday raining. But yeah, I don't have any new news. You guys have any new questions that maybe weren't answered in the last live stream, or that I haven't addressed in any of the videos that I've made? Or just maybe any theories you have as far as future machines, or just anything really on the topic you guys want to talk about. Or it doesn't even have to be Arcade1Up related. We can really talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We have 8 people here right now. Hopefully we'll get some more people in here soon. And somebody just left. Rest in peace to them. Where'd you have that storm at? The riser, right now it's actually still available on Walmart's website. The day that I made the video, like it wasn't available, then it was available, then it wasn't for like a day or two, but now I think it's been in stock. I checked earlier today. Let me check right now. But it was in stock earlier today when I looked. Let's see here. Okay, Walmart. Yeah, right now it's still in stock on Walmart's website. It's actually listed as a bestseller along with the Rampage cabinet that still says bestseller. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see, let me get back in the chat here. I'm not sure why they're not shipping until October 15th. The only 2 things I can think of is that it's an error. and you know they put the wrong date for some reason, or they're just not getting, I don't know, the stores aren't getting them shipped out to them until that date, which is a little weird. Or they could just be so backed up on orders, but that it said October 15th since the pre-orders went live, so I'm honestly not sure what that's about. I'll have to try and message Arcade1Up and ask them, but I think that's out of their hands as far as when Walmart decides to send them out. I don't really know what's going on with it. Walmart's been very weird throughout this whole situation. So that's what I was saying. The demand might be pretty high. They may just not have them. I don't know if they didn't think people would want them. It's weird. I don't know, cause in their one E3 video where they had that one older guy, I'm not sure what his name was, but all the videos on their YouTube channel, they had that one older guy talking about how, you know, oh, I'm older, so I like to sit down. Maybe they figured, you know, everyone who experiences arcades are around the same age as them and just don't feel like standing, so they assumed. I don't know. You know how these companies are. They think about themselves, really. They don't really take into the broad spectrum of things. I remember when amiibos were impossible to find, and now they're on clearance everywhere, with the exception of like the newer amiibos coming out, especially like the new ones for Smash or whatever. And no problem. Glad you guys are enjoying the content. Glad I can make these videos to inform you guys. Scott Backrack. I don't know if that's how you're saying it. Backrack. I don't know. But yes, that guy. That's the guy I'm talking about. You know, maybe he just assumed that people who grew up around that time period just don't feel like standing. I don't know. That's the only theory I can come up with. But I'm super excited for these machines. I really, if I do get a review copy sent out to me, I really hope it's a Street Fighter copy. Yeah, a lot of people are upset, complaining about the not being able to change the options in the Street Fighter machine. For I guess the difficulty level being extremely high, level of difficulty in the arcade. Me personally, I don't care. Because really, when you walk up to an arcade cabinet, even like legit arcade cabinets where you can change the settings, as a customer, as a player, when you're walking up to it, you don't have the options to change that. It's really up to the owner of the cabinet. So it's not like you, even with a real cabinet, you got to pick what options you wanted. You just had to go up and play whatever it was. But me personally, I don't care. I'll still play through it if, you know, and a lot of times I'll be playing you know, multiplayer anyways, so the difficulty won't matter too much. Hey man, just buy it, even if you don't have room for it. Just buy it and make room later. Just buy it, don't ask any questions. Just find a corner somewhere, you kick your wife out if you have to, your girlfriend, whoever, and replace the cabinet with her. What arcade games do you want Arcade1Up to make? Personally, I want Pac-Man and Double Dragon. Well, they already made one of my favorite games of all time, which is Street Fighter. I would like to see a Tekken cabinet. I would like to see the rumored Ninja Turtles and X-Men and Simpsons cabinet, the Konami cabinet. You know, that's another cabinet I would like to see. Marvel vs. Capcom, of course, NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, any of those, you know, I'd be happy with. You're talking about the 12-in-1 Deluxe that has, like, the Centipede and Asteroids combination of games Deluxe cabinet? Oh, by the way, guys, not that it matters or has anything to do with this, but I got engaged yesterday, so that's what I was doing yesterday. I was going to do this live stream yesterday, but it was actually pretty busy, so I did it tonight. Yeah, the 12-game version. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty cool. You can get it at Best Buy, or you can get it at Fry's, which I don't have a Fry's where I'm at. I don't know where you're located, but if you have a local Fry's, they have it on their website. It says out of stock, so you can't really pre-order it yet. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have a picture on my Instagram of when I did the proposal and whatnot. If you guys care to see it, but you probably don't. But it's on there. I don't even know if my Instagram is in the description. It is with a incomplete description. Let me see if I can edit that description while I'm here. Hold on one second. Alright, I think I can. So let me see. Give me 1 second. Alright, let me save that. Okay, so now if you refresh this stream, there should be a complete description. Let's see. Okay. Well, you think the Arcade1Up will be hard to find at stores? I don't think so, because they have so many pre-orders still available, and I know hundreds, if not thousands, or I don't know how many people, but definitely hundreds of people are already pre-ordering them, and they still have pre-orders in stock. They're still guaranteeing the release date as September 25th. So I think they'll be readily available, and they're going to be in even more stores than are available now. Right now, that you can actually pre-order is just Walmart and GameStop, but it's coming to Bed Bath & Beyond, Best Buy, Target. So I think they'll be readily available. Okay, so from the reviews I've seen, I can't say, only because the reviews I've seen, there's 3 reviews out. I only really count 2 of them, because one of them was some guy that has like a puppet on his channel that was just like making these retarded voices the whole time. His channel is really for younger kids, so he was just making silly voices, and he was like, ha ha ha, asteroids, well, whatever. So I don't count that review, but the one from Re-Rez and Gamers Extreme, I believe the other one was, they really just, they showed a quick overview of the cabinet as far as what it looks like and how it works. They didn't really get into all the details that I feel like people want to know, as far as maybe like the sound quality. They didn't really show sound bits. They didn't get into gameplay too much. Everything was kind of just a brief overview, and I think a lot of people still have unanswered questions. Now I know the one the Gamers Extreme got came damaged, but that's because they shipped him the entire cabinet already assembled, which I'm not really sure why they did that. I think Re-Rez, his came in pieces, and everything seemed fine on his, as far as like nothing's broken or anything like that. I know a lot of people want the board opened up. I'll try and do that if it's not gonna mess anything up when I get it. So we'll see. Does anyone think it's a big deal that you can only play 2-player Gauntlet? I really don't think it's a big deal for me personally, but for the purists out there, I know it's gonna bug them. Congrats on the engagement. Thank you. How long has this been going? 10 minutes maybe, not even. The only person to do an Asteroids review. Yes, he is the only person to do the Asteroids review. But it was a very cringy review, if you could even call it that. It took a lot to sit through that, for me personally. Because I could tell his channel is definitely targeted towards a younger audience. Like, maybe 8, 9-year-olds, something like that. I didn't watch any other videos on his channel, but a lot of those puppet channels are popular on YouTube for the younger kids. So... Yes, once I get the cabinet, whether it is my review sample or the one that I actually pre-ordered, I'll probably do a live stream of the assembly, because, yeah, I think I'll do a live stream of the assembly and then film my review and then post my review up, maybe a couple hours later or the next day or something like that. But I think I'll do a live stream, and I'll have somebody here with me so they could... you know, tell me what's going on in the chat while I'm building that, and maybe I can answer some questions or whatever. So once I get mine, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. I'll plan a live stream, and you guys can see how long it actually takes to build it, because you know, that's a lot of things you don't really see in the reviews either. It's like, okay, the one guy had it already sent to him built and re-res. You saw like a little clip. He showed a little bit, and he said it took him, I think, about an hour or something like that. But yeah, I'll do a live stream if you guys want, showing the assembly. He's been, interesting. I never heard of his channel until the Arcade1Up video. Can you upload the live stream just in case I miss it? Any live streams that I do, YouTube automatically uploads it. Like once it's done processing, depending how long the live stream is. The live stream is always uploaded. My last live stream that I did last week, that's on the channel. So any live streams I do, they'll always be uploaded and be a video on my channel. I don't know how people watch Puppet Steve. Like I said, it's a younger audience. You know, the kids are entertained by that. We all grew up watching, you know, Sesame Street and Elmo and whatnot, which was all puppets. So it's definitely a younger audience. Not really sure how he managed to get that. I think he makes Minecraft videos. Not sure, but I guess that's what having a lot of subscribers, you know, you get the perks of that. Let's see here. No, I haven't seen that Ed dude. Not sure who that is. Any rumors on any upcoming Arcade1Up cabinets after the first wave? Oh man, yeah. I mean, there's tons of rumors. Konami cabinet, Marvel vs. Capcom, NFL Blitz, Golden Axe, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Space Invaders. I mean, there's so many rumors out there. No one's really sure what's real and what's not. And, you know, even in the videos from E3 from Arcade1Up themselves, you can see a whole bunch of, like, unreleased sample boxes, like, in the background that have a whole bunch of different games on it. There's a Sega cabinet. There's just so many rumors. It's actually pretty crazy. This is one of, like, the most rumored, like, fan theory, speculated things I think I've ever really seen online. You know, like, when a new Super Smash Brothers comes out, there's always that whole, you know, all the YouTubers and everyone on Reddit and stuff, you know, theorizing about what characters we're gonna get and whatnot. And this is just as bad. There's so many theories as far as what cabinets and games we're gonna get. So that's pretty crazy. Some YouTubers' live streams are not uploaded. They do that by choice, and I'll tell you why. A little YouTube secret here. It affects their numbers, really. So if I do a live stream, right, and then it uploads to my channel, a lot of people aren't going to go back and watch that live stream in its entirety or even watch it at all. So a lot of YouTubers will unlist their live stream or just delete it in general so that it doesn't affect their numbers. And YouTube is a whole numbers game. So if people aren't watching it, or if people aren't watching, let's say they only watch 2 minutes out of an hour-long video, it basically just affects their, like, statistics or whatever, and then their videos are their channels less likely to show up on, like, a recommended page or the Facebook homepage or something like that. So that's why a lot of YouTubers' live streams aren't there once they actually do the initial live stream. Hold on one second. Oh, Jesus, I just clicked. Okay, I'm not in the chat anymore, so hold on one second. I can't see any questions. Let me try and get back over there. I just clicked the wrong button. Am I even in the chat? Hold on. Okay, we're back. Let's see. Let's go live. There we go. Okay, so where was I? Someone's afraid of there being glitches in the cab because he says it's not properly tested. Not sure. How does he know that? Does he have any inside information as far as the testing, or is that just speculation? Have you had any attempts to apply for a review unit? I emailed the company about 2 weeks ago, and besides one email them saying they would copy me to the PR team, they have been silent. I spoke with somebody who reached out to me from the company about when I first started making these videos about being on their press list, which basically means they would just email me new information as it comes out. I told them, definitely add me to that. And then I asked them about review copies. They CC'd me to someone else. I spoke to that person. I guess he's in charge of like the review copies. I asked him what information he would need from me, and if it would be possible. He said all they would need is my address. I gave them my address, and that was about, I think, a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. And I haven't heard anything back since. I sent another email and haven't had a reply since. So I'm still unsure whether I'm actually going to get one or not, because I provided them the address, but they didn't really confirm whether they're actually going to send me one. So I'm not sure. Like he's saying, the reviewers are only playing the first minute of the game before dying, but he said the hardcore gamers may run into glitches after 15 minutes. I don't really know what to say to that. I guess we'll find out once we get there, really. Unfortunately. Was that a YouTube event they posted on their Facebook? What event are you talking about? I'm not entirely sure. You're talking about where they have like some VIP players or something come play, something like that? Greetings from Miami, JP. Hey, I'm in Plantation. I'm like 45 minutes. I'm in Broward County. I'm like 45 minutes away from you. So what's going on? Great to see somebody locally who's watching my channels. That's pretty cool. Which arcade am I getting first? Street Fighter. Getting only Street Fighter first, unless they send me a review copy that's not Street Fighter. But myself personally, that I'm spending my own money on, is Street Fighter. Do you think these cabinets will have any glitches? I mean, I can't tell. I don't see why they would, since it's just like technically emulation and ROMs. I don't know what glitches they could really have. Did you get to check out Arcade1Up? I looked it up, but I couldn't find exactly what you were talking about. So I'm not sure. If you can send me the link or whatever anyway, leave it in a comment or something. I couldn't find exactly what you were talking about. Yeah. Freaking Minnesota. What did you say it was? Missouri weather? Not Minnesota. Missouri weather. Stupid weather ruining our live stream. No, there's no embargo on it. I saw they tweeted. I don't know who tweeted them. Someone had last week. Someone had received a review unit and tweeted them asking if there was actually an embargo or anything like that. And they said there's no embargo. And that's what I was speaking of with earlier with everyone who's done reviews so far. They've really just given a brief overview, but they didn't really do like a deep dive showing gameplay, showing good audio clips and stuff like that. The technical stuff that I think all of you guys want to see. And, I think that they don't know you guys want to see that because they haven't been really taking this journey with you guys. Me and Cool Toy. We've been covering this since day one all the way through now, going through all the comments, responding, talking to all of you guys, doing these live streams. We know what you guys really want to hear, and I don't think some of these other people really know that everyone wants to hear these technical things. Metal Jesus, I believe he's going to address some of these stuff because he did put a post on Twitter and Instagram asking what questions people want answered. So I believe he will try his best to answer those questions. I hope he does. I really love Metal Jesus, so we'll wait and see. I have a feeling the review for him is going to come out in the next couple of days. Any thoughts on the Galaga cabinet? Really, I think that's just a Walmart thing. Walmart said that this is theory. Walmart said that they want an exclusive cabinet, and they would only put those two games. It all has to do with licensing and like just a lot of behind the scenes business stuff, really. So, for whatever reason, for Walmart, in order to get a specific exclusive cabinet only exclusive to their store, they had to make a deal to only have two games versus let's say 3 or 4. So that's where that is. Anytime you see like a store exclusive, there's always some kind of like deal or sacrifice that has to be made, or even sometimes like bonus stuff. Like it's just it's a lot of business stuff really. But yeah, that I understand why they did it. Why there's only 2 games. But I know a lot of people don't understand or just choose not to care really and still want to complain. But that's why. Gotta go to sleep for work tomorrow. Hey, good night. Have a good day at work tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next video, next live stream, wherever you are. I'll see you. Do you think they should have added a shader function? By shader function, are you talking scan lines, or what exactly do you... I'm not sure what shader function means. I mean, yeah, that's true. 300 for a, for this mini cabinet when people pay a couple thousand. I mean, that's true. Why is Galaga so rare? As far as what? You mean, like, getting an arcade machine, the actual arcade machine itself, or... Yeah, man. It's just a lot with anytime there's like an exclusive to a store, they have to make some deal. So I'm sure Arcade1Up was like, we'll have this only exclusive to you, but we can only license these 2 games on this specific cabinet, and you guys are getting that one. So that's just how it is. Yeah, a lot of people want a Donkey Kong cabinet, and I think it would be great, but I don't know if Nintendo's going to give up the rights to Donkey Kong. So we'll have to wait and see, but I know if that comes out, a lot of people are going to go after that one. Scan lines, yeah, I don't think they're going to add it later on. I don't think they're really going to change up a lot of stuff from these cabinets to the other ones, just because it would be kind of unfair for like the people who bought these initial cabinets, and then they add all of these great features. I think they'd have a lot of people upset. They would probably sell more cabinets that way. But I don't think they're going to add a scan lines feature. And I mean, I personally don't mind, because that just makes the image less clear. And it really makes no... I mean, I get it. You want that authentic arcade feel. But if it's going to sacrifice the image quality just so you can have that nostalgia, I never really see the purpose in it. I have the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection for the Switch, and it has that feature of the scan lines, and it even has the CRT. It has the CRT scan lines and the arcade scan lines, and I don't add any of those features. I like a nice, clean, crisp image. That's just me personally. Yeah, getting anything from Nintendo is a nightmare. Anyone who can get a Nintendo license, yeah, you're very lucky. Actually, there's a Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet already in the works. If you look in, I think Cool Toy has this on his channel. If you look in the back of one of their videos, you can see a box for a cabinet that says Marvel vs. Capcom on it. So it's in the works, and it can't be that hard to emulate. So. Are they going to add the deluxe cabinet that Fry has? Add it where? You mean, will it become available? Yeah, any WWF, WWE games would be amazing. Best Buy, yeah, Best Buy should have a deluxe cabinet. It's just not announced yet. I heard you was gay. Hey, shut up, Dennis. Get out of my live stream, man. That's my cousin trolling, man. Get out of my live stream. Nobody wants you here. I can't wait till the Golden Axe cabinet. We'll buy that in a heartbeat. Yeah, Golden Axe Trilogy will be great. Have you checked out those tiny arcade replicas from Arcade Gum? They have Donkey Kong. Yeah, no, I was telling you earlier that I couldn't find exactly what you were talking about. If you can find a link or anything, send it to me so I can check it out. Or a Daytona USA cabinet. That would be great. Daytona USA. huge cult following on that. The issue of Marvel vs. Capcom is emulating. It's getting the Marvel license, as is true to most of Marvel licensed games. That's true, but like currently, what Marvel games are being made other than like the Lego Marvel series? Other than that, I mean, if Marvel can make some money, but I don't think Marvel's as stingy with their licenses as Nintendo is, so we'll see. Arcade Archives. Why does that sound so familiar? Is that... Hold on, because Arcade Archives sounds so familiar, and I can't think of it right now. Arcade Archives. For the Switch, right? Where they're putting some old school games on the Switch on the store. The rumor is, and Cool Toy was the one who let me know this, they are going to be selling a light up logo. I don't know if it's necessarily the marquee, but a logo of the game, but it doesn't go on the cabinet. It's like a separate accessory. I'm not a big fan of that. Yes, arcade on the Switch. Yeah, yeah, I did hear about that. How you can only emulate it via a Dreamcast emulator. I mean, you could probably run it through an Xbox emulator as well, or even PS2, any console from that area, from that era, not era, era, that had Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on it. But there was no Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade cabinet. I'm looking it up now. Hold on. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade. Yeah, there is an arcade cabinet, so why couldn't you run the arcade ROM? I don't know. It's all technical stuff. I could be wrong, but I thought all the emulator sites got shut down. A lot of them are starting to because Nintendo's coming for them. Nintendo has shut down already. Like, well, they had a lawsuit on one website, which I don't remember who it was, but now, and they're suing them for like millions of dollars or something like that. So now all the other websites, they're getting scared and they don't want that lawsuit, so they're all starting to slowly shut down. So Nintendo is trying to kill the whole emulation game right now. I mean, yeah, they definitely could have built a full-size arcade cabinet, but that's not the point or the purpose for these. They purposely made them smaller to be more convenient, to be more affordable, to not take up as much space, to be lightweight, to move around the house. That is the purpose of these. They definitely could have made a full-size arcade cabinet if they wanted to, but that's not the point or the target audience that they're going for. A monkey ball cabinet. Oh man, that man, I haven't heard about monkey ball in years, man. You just took me back on that one. I actually don't have any monkey ball games in my collection. I definitely need to get some. You like Sonic Fighters? I hope they make a racing cabinet, man. Some Daytona USA would be great. $1,000 for Monkey Ball? That's a little excessive to me. Hey, but speaking of steering wheels, look what I picked up. Let me go get it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw this earlier today. Picked this up at the thrift store yesterday for $8. Sega Saturn steering wheel, pretty cool, pretty decent shape too. The buttons are a little faded. It's got a couple scratches up here, but pretty decent shape. And I actually don't have a Sega Saturn in my collection, so I definitely need to eventually, hopefully, find a Sega Saturn at a decent price. But this is pretty cool, and it even has paddle shifters, which is ahead of its time, because paddle shifters weren't even on like actual cars until like maybe 5-6 years ago, something like that. So that's pretty cool. It's got paddle shifters. So hopefully I can add a Sega Saturn to my collection at some point in time. Put this down over here. Curious if this will be able to be hacked. At the moment, no, nobody really knows. It's going to be very hard because there's no, from what I heard, there's no USB slots on it anywhere. I'm sure you could probably take out whatever the components on the inside are and somehow put a Raspberry Pi, maybe put a new monitor in there or something if you wanted to. But there's no way to actually just hack the hardware itself like you could with the NES or Super Nintendo Classic. No way to do that now that we know of. Looks like it looks like the Knight Rider steering wheel. I never thought about that. It's pretty true. Yeah, I mean, the Dreamcast was always my favorite version of Marvel vs. Capcom. Unfortunately, I don't even have it on the Dreamcast. I have it on Xbox, the original Xbox. The thing about the NES Classic, like, it came out, it got hacked, right? So I thought Nintendo would have just switched out that USB, changed it from a USB to maybe some kind of other input to prevent it being hacked when the Super Nintendo Classic came out. But they did. I don't think they seemed to care. Otherwise, or maybe they just didn't know they were being hacked. But I thought they would have changed that up to prevent it from being hacked. I'm glad that it didn't because I hacked all of them. I have the entire NES library on my NES Classic, and I have about, like, I think 300 or so games on the Super Nintendo Classic. Who's my guy to use in Street Fighter? Depends what version of Street Fighter I'm playing. But Ken and Ryu, I say Ryu, I know it's Ryu, but Ken and Ryu, and then Cammy if I'm playing new challengers, and Akuma, any version that has Akuma, I always go Akuma. But those are my four: Cammy, Ryu, Ken, and Akuma. But at the end of the day, like, I'll play with anybody. But as far as, like, my mains and who I'm really good with, and Chun-Li, you can throw Chun-Li in there. I'm actually decent with Chun-Li as well. But yeah, like, I'll play with anybody, but my mains, those are my mains. I don't think they'll kill the multicade business just because there's so many, like, there's so many people who hate these cabinets because they only come with 3 or 4 games. So I think that's still going to be, you know, going on. Hey, Ducky the Duckling, Quack, what is up? You leave a quack on every video I see you on. It's always Quack, man. All we're missing now is the real talk dude, and we'd be set. Sagat, Tiger Uppercut, Tiger Knee. Yeah, man, Quacker is in here, man. You need to change your little profile picture and you don't have a profile picture, so it's a D. Change it to a duck. Yeah, that's true with the NES Classic. It definitely was able to sell more units that way. That is true with the Arcade1Up. Unfortunately, if somebody hacks it, like, if they become hackable, pretty much everyone's only going to buy one cabinet. And they'll go out of business that way. So I feel like they took the precautions, and I think they know that. I mean, if me, just a regular person who doesn't work for the company, can figure that out, I'm sure they can figure that out, and they took the precautions they needed to prevent the best way they can from being hackable. I definitely see them, if these first cabinets do well, I definitely see them continuing on with 20 plus cabinets. Cool Ray West. There you go. Now you're officially, you're deemed as cool now. That is your name. You gotta change it. Who's, what? Sorry for what? What are you sorry for? Oh man, it's how long have we been going? I think about 45 minutes now. Think what's your view on YouTube? Think what's your view on YouTube on the Arcade 1? I don't know what your question is. You try rewording it. I didn't understand what you're asking. How about a Metal Slug collection? Dude, I would love Metal Slug. Any version, we can have the whole anthology ported on there from, like, that one Wii game that came out that had the anthology. I don't care, man. Any Metal Slug I am cool with. We've been going for 40 minutes. I'll probably cut it off in 20 minutes, make it an even hour. You guys just have to let me know when it's been an hour. But you sneaky little guy, man, you guys kept me going until midnight last time. But it's okay, I was having a great time last time, so I'll keep going as long as you guys are entertained or whatever. So we'll see where the conversation is in 20 minutes. Nah, you definitely need to pay him some royalties or something for that. How many Metal Slug games are there? I don't know. There's a lot of Metal Slug games. Yeah, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, definitely. How about a Killer Instinct? Yeah, Killer Instinct is great. You could put probably I don't know. Hold on, before you guys kill me, because I don't know if Killer Instinct Gold was an arcade title. I don't know if the Super Nintendo version was an arcade title. Those are the only versions I'm familiar with, but yeah, definitely a Killer Instinct arcade would be awesome. Yeah, it looks like there was just a Killer Instinct arcade. I don't think the gold version had a port. At least that I'm aware of that I can find here. It just looks like the original Killer Instinct had an arcade cabinet. Could be wrong. I don't know. Surprised no Pong cabinet. Yet you think that'd be easy cash grab. Nah, I don't know. I don't know if Pong would fly off the shelves, to be honest. I want to meet the person that pays $300 for Pong. That's what I'm saying. He's like, Pong is, you can get that on your phone, like, easily. I don't think Pong deserves an arcade cabinet. Hey, if you can blow cash whenever you can, man, more power to you. Honestly, get whatever makes you happy. I don't know if they have any access to the rare titles. Nothing's really been mentioned about that. Again, the company Arcade1Up hasn't really came out and say like what licenses they have or they don't have. Obviously, they have a Capcom license. I don't know if they have the access to the entire Capcom library or just certain games. So I'm not sure. Dragon's Lair would definitely be cool. Pong doesn't suck. It's just not worth that $300 arcade cabinet. Man, Pong is cool, man. I actually showed this in the last live stream. I have this little Atari plug and play, and Pong is on there. Pong is actually one of the few games that I play constantly on there. I like Pong. I just it's not something I would put in an arcade cabinet or spend any money on at all, but it's cool. I like Pong. Dang, I don't have any basketball on here. This has, I forget how many games this has. I can actually boot it up real quick and show you guys. And you guys can hear my CRT turn on right there. Let me turn it on. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Alright, let me grab the camera. Alright, so here are the games that come on this plug and play. Adventure, Asteroids, Breakout, Centipede, Circus Atari, Gravitar, Mystical Man, Pong, See, Pong, and I got stupid volleyball and Yar's Revenge, so I didn't actually get any basketball on this. And while I'm here, you guys can see my little like handheld section and my little GameCube and CRT section. But let me put you guys back over here. All right, now let me get back in frame and not knock over anything behind me. Okay. Where were we? The Atari Classic. Oh, you talking about that? I think AT Games made it. The flashback Atari. Is that what you're talking about? How to convince wives to how to convince wives to let their husbands have all 5 cabinets? Get a divorce. That's really the only way. Would it be a 4-player cabinet? If they want to go for that classic, true arcade feel, yes. Would it be more than $300? I don't think so, because we already have a 4-player cabinet. I'm sorry, we have a 3-player cabinet, not 4-player cabinet with Rampage. But if they do make it, I think they may make it 2-player. I just ordered. Explain later. All right. What are you explaining? Blades of Steel. Yeah. That is hockey, right? Blades of Steel. Yes, it's a hockey game. Any hockey game. I love hockey games. Wayne Gretzky on Nintendo 64 is some of my favorite hockey games of all time. Yeah, man. Some women just don't understand. We're into video games where they're in. Tongue twister. We are into video games the way that they are into purses and high heels. Oh, you'll explain to your wifey later. Oh yeah. Just don't say anything. Just let it arrive at the doorstep. Assemble it and hope that she doesn't notice it. I think that excuse me. I think that Namco cabinet could be a big possibility in the future, since they already have plans to do a Pac-Man cabinet. It would make sense to maybe do a deluxe Namco cabinet. I mean, yeah, it's definitely cramped, depending, the size of the people playing it and whatnot. But just think to yourself, how often are you gonna have 3 people at the same time playing the cabinet? Like, yeah, you're gonna get the cabinet and you're gonna want to show it to people, and you may have parties where people come over, but a majority of the time, it's just gonna be yourself, or maybe your kids or something or whatever. But it's just gonna be 1, 2 people at max, like a majority of the time playing the cabinet. So that's one thing to consider. Yeah, I went to a barcade a couple years ago, and I'm not a drinker, so I don't drink. I went to check out just see what it was, to check out the retro games, and I went with my friends because they were drinking or whatever, and I went, and for me, since I don't drink, it was kind of pointless, because I was like, well, I have all of these games in my collection at home. I can just stay home and do this, and even if I was a drinker, I could just buy alcohol and stay home and do it. Like, that's just me. But those things are cool for people who don't have game collections like I do. Jacksonville. So you're in Florida as well as me, but you're up there. How long do we see news articles of some man in the world opening up a free play arcade with these cabinets? I mean, honestly, if I had money to like rent out a space or whatever, and open up my collection, I not necessarily my collection. I'd probably buy all new retro consoles and stuff. But if I had the money to do so, it wouldn't be a free to play arcade because I got to make my money. But yeah, if you know, that'd be a cool business. I think arcades, especially now more than ever with the whole retro scene being as crazy as it is, I think arcades could possibly make a comeback. Or not necessarily even just like an arcade, but like just a console gaming place that could make a comeback in the near future. I think. Your local arcade just shut down. I mean, maybe they weren't making enough money. That could just be it. You think? What do I think the second secret machine is for October? I honestly have no idea. They can pull something out completely that we haven't even seen that's been leaked yet, or there's so many rumors and speculations. I have no idea what it could be. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. That's something I would like to do, but you know, I can't. But it'd be great to. Yeah, I think you're definitely gonna start seeing these little mini cabinets in like, certain like restaurants and stuff. Let's see. I just got a comment on one of my videos from somebody. Hold on 1 second. This is guy talking about why waste money on these cabinets when you can get a cabinet with 1,000 games or more. So I had to explain to him that it's a different type of audience. It's not for the MAME or Raspberry Pi crowd. I like Dave and Buster's, but I mean, like, you know, legit arcades could come back. Like back in the day, where all these Arcade1Up cabinets, what they're based off of, um, you know, I feel like they can definitely make a comeback. And there's actually, for anyone who's in Florida, I think it's in no, is it Delray or Boynton Beach? There's look up a pinball museum in Florida. It's somewhere around like the West Palm, Delray area. There's a whole crazy big pinball museum that has like whole ton of vintage pinball machines, and they even have a bunch of vintage arcade cabinets. They have a Street Fighter cabinet there. I think it's Hyper Fighting or Turbo that they have, but they have tons of stuff. It's really cool. It's a little bit of a drive for me. I think it's about a 45-minute drive, so I've only been there once. But it's really cool to do at least once if you've never checked it out. Wow. Oh man. These MAME and Raspberry Pi guys, like, they drive me crazy. That's pretty cool. I might have to take a trip to Jacksonville one of these days to check that out. My voice is starting to go a little bit. Been talking for a while. What do you guys want to do? You want to end it? You want to keep going? I can go for like 15 more minutes maybe. You guys have any other questions? If you guys don't have any other questions or whatever, you know, that's cool. I'll end it now. Whatever you guys want to do. Random side note: is anybody gonna pick up the Shenmue collection coming out on Tuesday for PS4 or Xbox One? Okay, new comments. Alright. Yeah, local game store in town where I'm friends with the owner. The owner's son and his dad, and the shop has a real Neo Geo cabinet. Ooh, you talking about the red Neo Geo cabinet? Hey, no problem, man. I'm right behind. Well, I'm not going to bed soon, but yeah, I'll be going to bed in like an hour or so. But have a good night. Do I have a review unit? Unfortunately, no. I don't have one as of yet. I'm not entirely sure if I'm getting one. Fingers crossed that I am. When does it come out? Are you talking about the Shenmue Collection? There's only Shenmue 1 and 2. It comes out on Tuesday. Nice, the big red one. Yeah, I've never played Shenmue before. And, you know, I always hear great things about Shenmue. It's always on top 10 Dreamcast and top 10 Xbox games lists. So I am definitely going to pick up the HD remake. It's only 30 bucks too, so you can't beat that. I'm definitely going to pick it up for the Xbox One, and I'm looking forward to actually playing it for the first time. What Star Wars games would I like to see on Arcade1Up? Well, first I have to look at what Star Wars games were actually in the arcade, and then I can answer your question. Because I believe the only Star Wars arcades, yeah, were like the little flight simulators and whatnot. And I think that's too expensive and would be almost impossible to set up in that kind of configuration. So I don't believe that they would be a Star Wars a Star Wars Arcade1Up machine. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm getting that on the PS4. Hey man, if you're tired, go get some rest, Cyber Shroom. Hold on one second. I am lost in the comments. Okay. Do you think the riser is worth $40? In my opinion, no. But it looks like that's the cheapest it's gonna get. Do I have any Nickelodeon DVDs? I have the entire season of Avatar: The Last Airbender on DVD and on Blu-ray, and I have the entire series of The Legend of Korra on Blu-ray, and I'm looking at my collection over there. I think that's it. Yeah, so just Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. Oh, the duck guy being Johnny Woo. Hey man, I think that Johnny guy got tired of everybody going at him in the comments. All the videos he made on Arcade1Up, he actually made them unlisted so nobody can find them. I can still find them if I look at my video history of videos that I watched. I can still find them. $70 in New Zealand. Woo! That is steep for the riser. Oh, yeah, so I made the deluxe riser video. Not sure if it's a deluxe riser. Not sure if it's just an error on the website. Not sure if that image was a prototype image. I really don't know what's going on with that. That was just my theory that I made based off of what was listed on Bed Bath & Beyond's website as far as the image and the measurements that they put up there. They said 1.5 feet. Don't know if that was an error. A lot of people are saying that it's just an error on their end. They put the wrong measurements. They don't really care about the measurements. They just put whatever. So, you know, that was my theory that I made. If it's true, it's true. If it's not, you know, my bad. I was just relaying the information from the website. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make my own little riser or whatever. So I don't think I'm gonna be getting a riser. If I do get a review copy, hopefully they send me a riser as well. We'll see. All right, I am behind in the comments. Slow it down. Give me a second. Stop typing stuff. Let me let me get caught up. I plan on getting Street Fighter 2 at launch. I'm definitely getting that as well. I had Shenmue when it came out. I didn't like it then, so interested in it now. I mean, I've never played it, and I just hear so many good things about it. I had to go ahead and try it, and at least it's added into my collection. And it's only $30, so even if I don't like it, I'm not losing that much, and it's still like a must-have for gamers. So it'll be in the collection either way. Isn't Europe getting a Mortal Kombat cabinet? They are. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Okay, where are we? Wish there was a way to light up the title banner. There's not a way. I'm sure you could customize the cabinet if you wanted to with some LED strips or something. That's an option. You have Avatar and Legend of Korra 2. Avatar is my favorite cartoon of all time. I just watched the full DVD set like maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. Then I got the Blu-ray a couple months ago. I watched all of that. And now I'm actually getting my fiance. That's weird that I can say that. I just got engaged yesterday. I'm getting my fiance into Avatar, and now we've been watching it. We're almost done with season 1. So anytime I can watch Avatar, I'm always down. It's a shame that Nickelodeon kind of let that series die, because it's like probably top, in my opinion, is best cartoon of all time. But it's like arguably top like 5 cartoon, or even top 5 show like of all time. Shenmue is amazing. Okay, I'm caught up. You guys can continue typing. I was a little behind, but I am caught up now. And it's getting late. 11:45 my time. Not sure what time it is for you guys, but whatever 45 it is, I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. And you know, thank you to, again, as I said in my last live stream, thank you to everybody who came through. I had a great time with you guys. I love chatting with you guys. And like I said, I'm gonna try and do this a weekly thing. Cool toy. Hopefully your internet's working next time, so we can do this double live stream. Korra was more serious. I just got her to watch Avatar and Korra in a week. Yeah, Korra was cool. I liked Korra, but to me, Avatar was still better. But visually, Korra's a beautiful show visually, obviously, because it was made later on, and you know, the better technology and the HD and everything like that. Korra's beautiful show. I'm torn between Street Fighter and Galaga. Me personally, I go Street Fighter any day of the week. That's me. $80 to ship to Hawaii, so wait until it's in stores. Yeah, man, that's some steep shipping price. Alright, see ya, Andrew. I actually have not seen Game of Thrones or have got into it, but I hear great things about it. It's, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like my type of show. Where can you watch Avatar on Netflix? You can't. Avatar, years ago, what year did the 3DS come out? I think that was like 2013. I remember Avatar was available on Netflix in the US then, and they took it off sometime after that. But I remember I watched every episode of Avatar on my 3DS. But I think in Europe, I know somewhere that wasn't in the US got Avatar on Netflix. But I think it was Europe. So if you're in Europe, or if you have like a hacked account where you change your region to Europe, you might want to check there, because you can probably watch it on there. But you can also buy the Blu-ray set. It's only $40, I believe. Yeah, it was $40. I got it at Walmart. $40 for the Blu-ray set. Can't beat that. Or even the DVD set. I think the DVD set's like $40 as well, if you don't have a Blu-ray player. I like Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat. I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan. Not to say that I don't like it or anything like that, because I do. But I always felt like Mortal Kombat was just a better game. I've never been the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, really. I like the game. I have no problems with it. I know all the characters and everything like that. But if I ever have a choice, it's always going to be Street Fighter. And I'll pretty much pick Street Fighter over everything. And as far as 3D fighters, I always pick Tekken over anything. Yeah, Killer Instinct's cool. Killer Instinct falls into that same category as Mortal Kombat for me. Like, it's great. I like it. I enjoy it. But I'm not the biggest fan. The new Killer Instinct on the Xbox One is it's pretty hard. I cannot beat the computer characters at all. Oh yeah, man, thanks. I have the Metroid behind me, and then these two shelves I have all just World of Nintendo figures. This top shelf is all Mario characters, and this bottom shelf is all other characters. So I have Donkey Kong, Star Fox, Metroid, Zelda, just a ton of figures. And I'm actually glad you pointed that out, because one of my Ninja Turtle, what the heck? One of my Ninja Turtle figures, you guys got to see this. I can't even make this up. So I have my Ninja Turtle shelf up here. One of my mini Ninja Turtle figures, I guess, fell from there and landed right there. And I guess I had a figure here. I'll look for it later. I had a Zelda figure right here. And what the heck? I don't know how that happened. Okay, I'm glad you pointed that out and made me look at my shelf. But since we're here, there we go. That's my Nintendo shelves. That is the craziest thing ever. Okay, let me put this back here. There we go. Yeah, man, I love the World of Nintendo line. World of Nintendo, some of my favorite line to collect. It's just, they're very weird in the way they release, and some stores got some waves and some stores didn't. So I don't have a complete every figure collection, but I have a lot of them. I have most of them. All right, it's 11:45. All right, I am calling it a night. Thank you guys again for coming through, chatting it up with me. I love talking to all you guys. And, you know, we only had 22 people. Oh, as of right now, we had 22 people. Some people left, some people joined, whatever. If you were here, thank you. If you're watching this afterwards and you actually made it all the way to this point in the live stream, thank you as well. Everybody have a good night. I'll come back with some more Arcade1Up news as soon as I have it, which I don't know when it'll be, just whenever I can find something online. Are those SH Figure Arts Power Rangers behind me? No. Man, I was trying to end this live stream. You're going to make me keep going, but I'll do it for you. These are not SH Figure Arts here. These are just the regular Bandai figures. So I have some Funkos. These are the 4-inch figures. Those are the movie figures. These are the 6-inch Legacy figures. And this is actually the 15th anniversary set of Red Rangers. And fun fact, this is the first YouTube video I ever did, was a review on those. That video sucks, by the way. But these are the Figure Arts Rangers right here. The ones right, you can't even see my finger, right there. Those are the Figure Arts ones. And I have the Comic-Con exclusive. I'm missing the Green Ranger, so I'm trying to get that re-release that was recently released with the human head sculpt, because he has shot up in price, and I regret not being able to get him when I was collecting. Okay, we're done now. So as I was saying, I'll see you guys next time. I don't know what else I was saying, and I'm going to stop reading these comments before I keep going all night. So I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys later.